guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I have shared so many videos about Locs and my Loc journey here on this channel, but I've never really talked about everything behind why I started Locs in the first place. So where do I even start? So the history about my hair journey and how I started. Growing up, I never really had long hair. I have always had short hair, and let me tell you, my hair has always been the very coarse, curly, kinky 4C hair. I've dealt with that my whole life. So I've always had issues with combing my hair, especially when it was washed. Oh my God, don't get me started. My kinky hair was like literally steel wool whenever I washed it and air hit it before I got to put it in plaits. Like, I could not. So that was the type of hair that I was dealing with, really. Not long at all. I've always had, well, before I always had like short hair. I technically hated my hair. So fast forward to preteen and teenage years, my mom would always relax her hair. And even though she would go to the hair salon to get it done most times, she also had relaxer kits at home. So I decided one day that I hated my hair so much that I begged my mom to relax my hair. I'm like, I can't deal with my hair anymore. Now, mind you, rewind, I used to also get my hair hot combed. Now if you are, I don't know, some of you might be watching this video and might be wondering what the heck is a hot comb. All right, well, back in the day, in my days, a hot comb was literally a comb, metal comb or iron comb that we used, and it wasn't no electric comb either. All right, it was like the hot comb. Like, you take the comb and you put it on the stove, heat it up with flames and fire, and then wiped it off a little bit on a cloth, you know, and then pass that through your hair, and you would hear that sizzling type of sound, like your hair is pretty much, you're burning the heck out of your hair. Comment down below if you know what the hell I'm talking about. If you know back in the day and you used to do that too, drop a comb emoji down if there is one. Is there a comb emoji? I don't know, but drop a comb emoji down in the comment section if you were a person who used to hot comb your hair. But yes, I used to hot comb my hair to be able to manage the kinky hair whenever I couldn't deal with it. So that was my way of getting through the very rough years of having 4C kinky coiled hair. So fast forward to preteen and teenage years, I tried convincing my mom that I wanted my hair relaxed, and lo and behold, she was in fact convinced, because around, I want to say I was about 11, 12, right about the time when I was getting ready to start high school is when I asked my mom to relax my hair, and she did it. Y'all, I don't know if she had experience relaxing hair before, but she did mine. So yeah, my hair was now relaxed. Your girl was happy, and I had relaxed hair for quite some time. I had my hair relaxed till I was probably 18, 19 years old, I want to say. Now, if I have pictures of the time period when I had my hair relaxed, I will insert it. But yeah, I was relaxed up until about 19 years old. Now, as far as locks are concerned, it's not something that I saw much of growing up. And whatever I did see was a lot of Rastafarians who had their hair and they all had free-form locks. So it wasn't like now where you see a lot of people have like very manicured and neat locks with varying styles and sizes. Like, all I saw was Rastafarians free-form locks, and to me back then it was very ugly and unhygienic. It was not clean, and that was my opinion. Now I understand that, you know, now that I understand locks much more, I realize that doesn't necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily true that free-form locks are unhygienic. But as a kid growing up, that's all I saw, and I was not interested. If that's what locks was, I was not interested in that at all. So fast forward to 19, And then at some point I developed sensitivity to the relaxers. My scalp would be very, very sensitive. I was not able to tolerate relaxers sitting on my hair for too long. And so at that point, I decided to just stop relaxing my hair completely. I think about 2007, I decided to cut off the perm ends from my hair and just rock my hair. So in the meantime, I would wear wigs, I would wear weave, I would wear braids, all of that stuff. Now I also struggled a lot with a dry scalp. I do still struggle with it off and on, but back then I struggled with it a lot. And so weaves would not last too long, wigs I could hardly stand, and braids, same thing. Like I would not be able to keep braids in my hair for too long before having to remove it and wash my hair. At a certain point, y'all, I went back to the crack. I did a texturizer in my head. Like after wearing braids and everything for so long, I guess I got tired of that, and then I cut my hair much lower than it was and did a texturizer. And so after I did the texturizer, I don't remember how long I wore texturizers for, but I do remember right around the 2008-2009 time frame, I had started now thinking about locking my own hair. So fast forward to 2008-2009, I slowly started to think about locks. I believe around that time period, I had started to see people with locks, with varying sizes of locks, different styles, and I slowly started desiring to want locks myself. But because I wasn't really committed to, I wasn't really ready, I guess, to make that commitment at the time, and I think it was right around that time I discovered YouTube as well. So while on YouTube, I, came across a couple videos, and while just watching videos and stuff on YouTube, I came across Black Onyx, and her Rachel Graham, if you don't know, but she went by the name of Black Onyx back in the day, and I think she might still be that on YouTube. I'm not sure. If she is, I'll link her channel below. But I came across a few of her videos, and that's when I first learned about yarn braids. So I knew I wanted locks. I wasn't ready to make the commitment for locks, so the closest thing to locks was yarn braids. And when I watched a couple of Black Onyx videos about yarn braids, I decided that I was gonna put yarn braids in my hair as well. So that's just what I did. I braided my own hair and installed yarn braids, and I wanted to do that so that I would have an idea what I would look like with locks, because it was very close to locks without actually committing to locks. So I did that for a few years. I think from about the time period of 2009 through 2011, I would braid my hair in yarn braids off and on, and whenever I took off the yarn braids, I would put in regular braids or weaves or wigs, and then I would go back to the yarn braids. And then I had now started seeing lock extension videos. That was right around the time frame where a lot of the lock extension videos were becoming popular on YouTube. The wrap method was becoming popular on YouTube. So I installed lock extensions, the wrap lock extensions on my hair in 2012. And I enjoyed that for a while. I want to say I did that for about, I think I installed it maybe around November, December 2012. And then after that, I kept that in for about maybe 5-6 months, I would say. And I liked it. I enjoyed it at the time. But then it started getting heavy. Whenever I would wash my hair, it would be really heavy, because I don't know if you remember, but back then with the lock extensions, you would have to braid your hair with extensions and then also use extensions to wrap the lock and form the lock. So whenever I would wash my hair, and because of the size of the locks that I had at the time, they started becoming real heavy. And again, my scalp started feeling very sensitive and would hurt whenever I washed my hair. So by that time, we're now in summer 2013, and by that time I am now fully convinced that I'm ready to start locking my hair. So I took down the lock extensions, and in the summer of 2013, it was June 2013 specifically, I installed my first set of Microlocs. And I think a few months into that, maybe about 6 months later, I installed lock extensions. I added some extensions to my Microlocs at that point, and I wore that set of Microlocs for a pretty long time. I enjoyed the journey. It was fun. I wore my locks from 2013 through, I don't know, was it 2019? So yeah, I wore that set of Microlocs I think about 5 years, or maybe almost 6 years, but I really enjoyed the locks. I don't remember how many locks I had installed that first set, but I had combined them over time, all the way down to, I think when I last counted that set, I had about 99 locks. But I enjoyed the journey. I had a great experience with that set of locks. And I also experienced quite a bit of growth. Like by the time I cut my locks in 2019, my locks were length. They were mid back length, halfway down my back for almost 6 years. But I cut them because I also was experiencing breakage. Like there was just a part of my hair at the nape of my neck where I was experiencing breakage, and no matter what I tried, like it was always breaking. So I think that's what caused me to decide to just go ahead and cut off that set of locks and just leave my hair for a little bit and see if I really wanted to redo it again. So after I cut my locks in 2019, I think I cut my hair maybe in April, I don't even remember at this point. But yeah, I wore my hair. It wasn't long, y'all. It wasn't long. It probably was 1.5 months, 2 months max that I left my hair not free, but I wore my natural hair. During that time period, I did braids and I did feed-in cornrows as well. But it really wasn't a long time before I realized, I was like, God dang, like I miss my locks. I don't want to have to worry about putting in braids and removing it and having to deal with the same kinky coarse hair that I used to, which was the whole reason why I decided to lock my hair in the first place. Like I quickly realized I couldn't do this. I'm like, I guess part of me felt like, they had all these new products people were using. I was seeing all this wash and goes and this twist outs and everything people would wear, no matter how short their hair was. It looked cute. And I guess part of me, after wearing my locks for almost 6 years, felt like I probably could have achieved that style as well with my natural afro hair. But no. Like I quickly realized when I cut my hair locks that I was like, this it ain't for me. So I quickly decided to go back to locking my hair. And in July of 2019, I installed my second set of Microlocs. And these are what you see today. These are the second set of Microlocs that I installed 2 years ago. And I've been enjoying the journey so far, 2 years in. It's been great. To address the breakage at the back, I did shave my hair at the back and just rock that look out for the summer, but it seemed to have remedied the issue because my hair grew back in. I've installed my new locks back there, and yeah, I mean, I've combined a few locks since then, since I first installed it 2 years ago, but I am enjoying my hair. My hair seems to be growing really fast. I'm already at neck length, shoulder length pretty much. I am in love. I am deeply in love with my locks. It was a wonderful decision. I was glad the day that I decided to do it. I have not regretted it, and I'm gonna keep it for as long as I can. I don't know what the future holds, but as of right now, it's my intention to just keep my hair growing and see what the future holds. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet already. And don't forget to hit the post notification so you never miss an upload from me. I'll see you guys next time. But until then, remember to stay blessed and live life unapologetically. Bye guys.